got to run that back.
Plus, you do that shit long enough, you get enough of these fine women, you be like, all right, I'm cool. Maybe you don't need to do that, but I still want you to realize how you're supposed to be treated as a man. And you're not going to learn how you're supposed to be treated as a man by constantly allowing women to disrespect you. And this is not just for you, bro. I'm talking to myself.
Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger. I'm a threat. I'm a gamble with your life, cause you know that it's okay. It's okay. You know I ain't letting up, my foot is on your neck. Yeah, take my word for it, it's a promise and a threat. Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger. I'm a threat. I'm a gamble with your life, cause you know that it's a bet. It's okay. You know I ain't letting up, my foot is on your neck. Yeah, take my word for it, it's a promise and a threat. I ain't never really wanna flex my gifts, but I think it's my time. Let me check my wrist. You can never dim my shine. I'ma keep on grinding till I reach the tip top.
All right. What's up, guys? Welcome to Simple Shit TV. I'm your host, Alvin Holden, also known as Project 8020. And today's video, we're going to talk about a broadcast that my friend and brother, Attorney Dennis Spurling, did in a broadcast last evening. So good that I had to reach out to him and ask him if it was okay for me to share some of his content, because there were just so many gems and jewels. Now, if this is not your first time here and you've seen the other parts, this is part 5 of a 5-part series because there's just so much good stuff in this particular live stream that I had to break it up into some bits and pieces. So after you see this, if you'd like to see the first couple of pieces, go on ahead and take a look. This is part 5 of a 5-part series. This is the last one. And Dennis kind of sums up a lot of the conversation and kind of helps his brother out just a little bit and gives him a piece of advice that I think a lot of young men could use. And again, this isn't a relationship channel. This channel is more about education and then the empowerment of young black men, anti-propaganda, as they say, just to change the overall image of black men. So building confidence in black men and showing an example of black men that aren't the stereotypical version that you see in the media is my hope. So I was happy to share and happy to I'm also a regular on this panel. So it's good to see some of the brothers that I know and that I've spoken to and gone back and forth with. It's great to see them talking. But anyways, this is the last piece. Obviously the whole conversation is hard to choose what bits and pieces I wanted to share or at least talk about. But what Dennis is about to break down is just that, here in the United States, the type of women are just so out of shape. And this is statistically, I don't even have to say this. The lovely ladies are so out of shape that the cute ones are few and far between. The fit ones are few and far between, and they know it. And they act accordingly. So in addition to the cultural differences, there is a shortage of fit feminine women. So those women that are fit can call a lot of their own shots, as they say. So what Dennis is about to give this young man is a solution to that problem.
This is an easy fix. Yeah, keep throwing it up, Devin.
Yeah.
It's like,
and see, the thing is, man, I want you to understand the passport bro shit, that's not a permanent solution. I don't want you to go down there and be fucking with hoes and loose bitches for the rest of your life. I don't want that for you. I want you to go down there, realize, okay, I done had 8, 9, 10 dime pieces in a row. It's not that big of a deal. Some people need that. And you need that because right now you putting these bitches up on a pedestal.
Yeah.
Here in America, they teach.
Don't put them on a pedestal.
You need that because right now you putting these bitches up on a pedestal.
Yeah.
Here in America, they teach black men to your queen mother goddess simp chip that I talk about. Black men.
Say it again.
To your queen mother goddess simp chip that I talk about.
Say it again.
Black men. To your queen mother goddess simp chip that I talk about.
That queen mother goddess simp chip
has you trained to treat these women like they're goddesses and like they should be catered to, and you trying to fulfill this traditional role. and you can't fulfill the traditional role with a hoe.
Yeah.
These are not virgins that we're dealing with. This is not, there ain't no biblical marriages unless it's a virgin, period.
Yeah.
Okay? But what I want you to do is get this bullshit out of your system. When you start realizing that, hey, all that is some simple pleasure. You do that shit long enough, you get enough of these fine women, you be like, all right, I'm cool.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't need to do that, but I still want you to realize how you're supposed to be treated as a man.
Yeah.
And you're not going to learn how you're supposed to be treated as a man by constantly allowing women to disrespect you. And this is not just for you,
We
bro.
gotta run that back.
Cool.
We gotta run that
Maybe
back.
pleasure. You do that shit long enough, you get enough of these fine women, you be like, all right, I'm cool.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't need to do that, but I still want you to realize how you're supposed to be treated as a man.
Yeah.
And you're not going to learn how you're supposed to be treated as a man by constantly allowing women to disrespect you. And this is not just for you, bro. I'm talking to myself. This
Yeah.
is the same comment. The reason my advice is so raw and uncut is because I would tell my own sons the same thing.
Gotcha.
I'm looking out for your heart. I'm looking out for your health. I'm looking out for your longevity. I'm looking out for your financial wealth. That's what I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
I'm putting myself in my situation 10, 11 years ago when I was your age. I wish somebody had told me this shit.
Yeah.
I wish somebody had said, D, man, why the fuck is you trying to settle down with a broad? You already motherfucking been married. You got 2 kids. You need to be stacking paper.
Yeah.
And you need to be making moves. And you need to be having a good time in life, but do it a little bit different. I wish somebody had told me that because I was still doing it, but told me that so then I could eliminate the guilt or the tug of war that was going on in my mind. I should be getting married. I shouldn't be going out here having a good, all that shit that society pumps in your brain so they can continue using you as a utility.
Say it again.
Society pumps in your brain so they can continue using you as a utility.
Say it
All that
again.
shit that society pumps in your brain so they can continue using you as a utility.
Say
Yeah.
it again.
Society pumps in your brain so they can continue using you as a utility.
One more time.
Yeah.
One more time. One more time.
Society pumps in your brain so they can continue using you as a utility.
Yeah.
The society sees you as a utility for your time, your resources, your
Yeah.
money, your energy.
Brother
That's
Dem,
what they see you as. And without that, without men willing to sacrifice their time, resources, money, and energy, this society fails.
Yep.
I'm gonna tell you, if this bitch plays you and sticks you with a couple kids and hits you with the child support and the alimony, nobody's gonna feel sorry for you.
One more time.
Yeah.
One more time.
And hits you-
One more time.
I tell you, if this bitch plays you and sticks you with a couple kids and hits you with the child support and the alimony, nobody's gonna feel sorry for you.
Last
Yeah.
time. One more time.
Well,
I'm gonna say it one more
Hits you
time.
with the child. If this bitch plays you and sticks you with a couple kids and hits you with the child support and the alimony, nobody's gonna feel sorry for you.
Yeah.
Woo.
Your own family and friends might side with her just on the strength that
That's
they're gonna
true.
say, well, you got a prize. I mean, you should be happy this woman gay. Oh my
Yup.
God, the hardest thing in the world is to shit out a couple of kids. That's bullshit.
Yup.
Like ain't no roofers up there in the hot ass sun and 110 weather in Arizona like that. You don't think that shit? You think having a baby is harder than that? You raggedy bitch. You see what
Well,
I'm saying?
you're doing it
But
wrong.
that's the society that we live in. You understand what I'm saying? So what I want you to do, bro, is just pump the brakes.
Oh yeah, I'm on
Pump
it.
the brakes. You
I'm
too
on it.
young. Your highest earning.
And there it is. And there it is. Look, I can't lie, this this conversation in a roundabout way, we hit a lot of different parts of this whole conversation. Uncle D hits a lot of parts of this whole conversation. And everything down to these microaggressions that are being done and the kind of lies by omission, the shit tests, non-reciprocal energy in the relationship, holding out on sex, using sex as a weapon. These are all things that are being used to manipulate and push men around in ways that they don't particularly want to. And to whose benefit, I don't really know, but that's just something that the lovely ladies around here do. I don't, to be honest, in my honest opinion, women don't realize that the more they pump into their man, the more their man will pump into them. So the bigger battery you put into your man's back to do whatever it is that he's doing, he's good at, he's going to reciprocate that energy by bringing home the resources to you. But if he isn't respected, and if you're tripping him up, if you're making it hard for him to do the things that he needs to do, then it's never going to work. But the lovely ladies seem to constantly want these effeminate men that are easy to manipulate and mold. And then when they're not challenged anymore, they're tired of them and they get rid of them and they discard them. And they think that they can just plug another man in, whether they have kids together or not. And that's the part that I think is particularly upsetting personally. So anyways, look, great broadcast by Mr. Spurling, attorney Dennis Spurling, aka the Blizzard King. I am a friend and a contributor to the channel of his, and I'm often over there. But this one was so good that I had to, like I said, I had to ask permission to share his content. Now I got a little bitty channel, but for any of those men that have find my channel before they find his, go the description to this video, to this broadcast, is in the description below, and it'll be pinned to the top of the comments. You know, if you like to listen fast, or do something, bump it up to 1.5 speed so you can blast through it. But this was a great broadcast, and for young men, this is messages that, especially for young men that don't have fathers or father figures or men that they can really look up to. These words need to be said and they need to be heard. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and leave you guys with that. I'm trying to keep this short. Erykah Badu said it best. I'm an artist. I'm sensitive about my shit. I will holler at you guys in the next one. Peace.
Really, y'all don't know this. Y'all in danger. I'm a threat. I'm a gamble with your life.